Okay, income zakat is something that you get returned when you do some work. Okay, even it is collected by daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. And then the synonym of income is salary, commission in the return, or the retirement fund that you get from EPF or the retirement scheme. So you need to pay the zakat income. Islam perspective, zakat income, there is no specific purpose or the specific evidence that instruct the Muslim to pay the income zakat, like unlikely like agriculture, for farmers, and then for the zakat fitrah, for the zakat gold zakat, and so on. But when we get something big and huge amount of money, we have to put aside about 2.5. It's called as zakat. So we have to spend some of the money to help the asnaf. So when the scholars discuss about these matters, so they agree to put the obligation that people must pay income zakat when they reach the level of nisab and the haul. Read you a ayah from Al-Quran. It is Al-Baqarah, ayah 267. Okay, auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu anfiqu min tayyibati ma kasabtum wa mimma akhrajna lakum minal ard. The meaning of the ayah is, wahai orang-orang yang beriman, bersedekahlah sebahagian daripada hasil usahamu yang baik, which is it legal business, dan sebahagian daripada yang telah kami keluarkan pada bumi untukmu. So Allah already gave you a lot of resource, and then you can get money from it. So you have to spend some of the money to the needs people, which is asnaf zakat. Evidence from the hadith from Rasulullah. Rasulullah said that charity is highlight on every Muslim. Then the companions asked, "O Prophet of Allah, what about the person who doesn't get something to give charity?" He replied, "He does charity with his hands. It is his work, so that he is beneficial for himself, then he give the charity." Abu Hurairah, and then the Muslim. The fatwa. So the special muzakarah of the fatwa committee of the National Council of Islamic Religious Affairs Malaysia, which convened on 22 June 1997, discussed zakat gaji dan pendapatan profesional. Muzakarah has decided that zakat employment income is obligatory to people who are eligible to pay zakat, which is it is reached the level of the nisab and the haul.
Types of income property. Zakat on employment, property and wages. It means property acquired by a person as a result of work he does for another party, whether government, private or individual, by doing any endeavor in physical form. For examples, salaries, wages, bonuses, or overtime. Number 2. Zakat on property giving or contribution. It means property acquired by a person. It's not the result of the work he does. It is a gift received either from an individual or an institution in the current year in the form of zakawi property, which is not in the form of fixed property, and it is not compulsory maintenance. For example, grants, gifts, consolation, spouse pension, and sedekah. Number 3. Zakat on free work property. It means property acquired by a person as a result of work done by himself without any connection with other parties in the form of freelance. For example, payment for professional consulting services such as lawyers, architects, doctors, or private hospitals. Number 4. Zakat harta al-mustaghallat. It means all property obtained from property that is not obligatory for zakat but brings returns or income by way of rental or sale of the proceeds. For example, rental income of houses, buildings, factories, and premises. There are two ways to calculate the zakat income. First method, we calculate our salary for 12 months and multiply with 2.5%, which is the amount of zakat. Second method is we calculate the salary for 12 months and minus with our relief that allowed by zakat office. The relief is included our self expenses, wife and dependent, children, takaful and education expenses. After we minus all of the relief, we start multiply the balance with 2.5%. Okay, the next one is the exclusions of necessities expenses. Expenses on necessities is among the items that are excused from the calculation of income zakat according to some fiqh. This is to differentiate with people who do not have capability of their basic needs. It is not appropriate when a person gives his property to another person, but then he has to beg to meet his needs. So, the conclusion. Through this brief study, it was found that income zakat has been accepted by most Muslims in Malaysia. In fact, it has become the largest contributor in the collection of zakat, while the model of calculating income zakat through the deduction of living expenses is considered to have given justice to zakat payers. However, some improvement can still be made so that the maslahah or interest of zakat payers will be more comprehensive.